Hello all, I am your host DarkDevil26, and welcome back to another week of the SDA. This week we are taking on Godbear, coach of the Chicago Phalanx. So last week we came off a really impressive win in my opinion. I thought I played really well last week. We won 5-0, and I'm looking to continue the momentum going into this week. But Godbear is no easy opponent, I will say that much. I know Godbear is 2-0 and they have a scary team to boot. They have Torntea, Hydrapple, Samurott, Hisui, Annihilate, Excadrill, Pheasantipity, Frigiraffe, Galvantula, Glastrier, and Hippopotas. So, yeah, that team does look pretty scary. There are some things that I'm looking out for right out of the gate. But, enough about that. Let's see what we're going to bring to counter that this week. So, as you can see, we have Araquanid, Mimikyu, Glimmora, Rotom Heat, Gliscor, and Guillermo the Como-O. So yeah, we got Araquanid. Araquanid is actually Cobra Berry this week. We have Leech Life, Liquidation, Mirror Coat, and Iron Defense. So I really like this Araquanid set. The reason why I like it is because I can set up Iron Defenses on a lot of stuff. I can set up on Annihilate, I can set up on Samurott, I can set up on Excadrill. I can set up on Glastrier. I don't think Galvantula is coming. I think Galvantula has an awful matchup against me, so therefore I am free to bring this set and set up Iron Defenses. And if he gets in Torn, I Mirror Coat it. I have the Cobra Berry. I am, as you can see, I can resist a flying move. So, yeah, my goal for this Araquanid, and I'm not running webs this week. That's another thing I wanted to point out. I'm not running webs this week because it would be suicide. He has an Annihilate, and he's going to run Defiant and punish my webs, so I figured there's no point. But yeah, we got Leech Life to hit the Samurott, and we got Leech Life to hit, like, on Terra Hydrapple. I do think he's going to bring, I don't know what Terra type he'll bring on Hydrapple, to be honest. Hydrapple is a bit of a wild card, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Araquanid can take it on with Mirror Coat. Unless he brings Terra Dark Hydrapple. I don't see that happening because I have a lot of answers to Terra Dark. Like, I have this Mimikyu you can see on my screen. I have, like, Darkrai, which I'm not even bringing. I have, I don't even remember my whole team off the top of my head. Yeah, we got Glimmora that has Dazzling Gleam. We have this Araquanid that can Leech Life it. So, like, the list just goes on and on. So I don't know what type Hydrapple is going to come with. But yeah, we have Liquidation to hit a lot of different stuff like Tornadus. Excadrill we got to hit. Mirror Coat is for mostly Torn. Iron Defenses to set up defenses. Force him to go for special moves. Call it a day there. Now we have our Mimikyu here. We are Banded Mimikyu. We have Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, and Drain Punch. So I could have ran Swords Dance Mimikyu, but I don't think I could set up on a good chunk of his team. I think, like, I'm better off just running Banded and hitting his team like a truck to begin. Plus, like, and I could have ran Life Orb as well to switch up moves, but I think Banded does the most work. Now, I have to be careful with this Mimikyu because he is the Frigiraffe. He has things like the Excadrill that can take on Mimikyu pretty well if I don't go for the right move predicting the switch. I do think Mimikyu will be a really good wall breaker this week, but I have to predict carefully. I do not want Mimikyu in on things like Excadrill because I know Mold Breaker is going to go through my disguise. So, yeah, just got to be careful with that. Play Rough is to hit things like Samurott, Annihilate. We got Shadow Sneak for priority, mainly to hit Torn if it's down a little bit. Maybe I can get a Shadow Sneak off and kill it. We have Shadow Claw to hit things like, again, maybe like Annihilate if, like, depending. Like, honestly, maybe Shadow Claw wasn't the best bring, but I think it's still good to hit things like maybe depending on the Terra type for Hydrapple. We have, like, Torn if I don't really feel like missing Play Rough. Like, it's not the best bring in my opinion. I definitely could have done better in that regard, but it's not the worst bring either. I don't think I'll see myself clicking Shadow Claw for most of the game unless I don't want to miss. And then Drain Punch is for things like Annihilate. No, not Annihilate. I meant Samurott and the Excadrill. Now we have our Assault Vest Glimmora. We have Mortal Spin, Power Gem, Dazzling Gleam, and Earth Power. So this Glimmora here is going to most likely be one of my candidates for a lead. So I can take on Tornadus pretty nicely. Tornadus gets nothing to hit Glimmora, really. It doesn't get any ground moves. It's not a Terra Captain. So, yeah, I can just stay in, Power Gem it. I can get some damage off. Annihilate is another thing I can hit. And if it comes to it, I do outspeed Samurott. I creeped Samurott with this Glimmora. So then we can hit with Dazzling Gleam if needed. Earth Power hits Excadrill pretty nicely. But also another purpose Glimmora is going to have is I need to get up Toxic Spikes. So like I really would like a layer of Toxic Spikes because I actually brought a lot of hazards on this team. So I'm really hoping I can set up the Toxic Spikes along with my other hazards because he only has Excadrill for removal. So if I get my hazards up and Excadrill's gone, there's nothing he can do to stop me from hazards. But yeah, I got Mortal Spin to get rid of hazards and poison shit. We got Power Gem to hit things like Torn. We had Dazzling Gleam to hit Annihilate and Samurott. And we have Earth Power to hit Fezandipity. Now we have our Ability Shield Rotom. Now, the reason I'm bringing Ability Shield Rotom is because he's a Mold Breaker Excadrill right there. And I did ask some people how this item works. This is the first time I'm ever bringing Ability Shield to a competitive match. Ability Shield does not proc. Like, there's no text that says, oh yeah, hi, I'm Rotom and I'm holding an Ability Shield. No, it doesn't do that. So, if he chooses to go for Earthquake, he doesn't know I'm Ability Shield. And I could just OHKO it back with Overheat, which I think is pretty neat. Yeah, this Rotom might be my lead, depending on what he brings. But, like, yeah, Overheat's mostly for Excadrill. We got the Volt Switch for Switch Initiative. Pain Split. Pain Split is going to be nice for recovery. I do want some longevity out of my Rotom, and Discharge for things like the Torn. But I am a very fast Rotom, a fast and bulky Rotom. I am not like a hard-hitting Rotom at all, but I still OHKO Excadrill with Overheat. So that is very good information for me to have. I did run the calc in prep. So now we have our Gliscor. What other item did you guys seriously expect? It's Toxic Orb. We have Earthquake, Spikes, Knockoff, Protect. So the reason I'm running this set is because I think he has a strong chance of bringing Air Balloon Excadrill. Now, Air Balloon Excadrill walls the set outside of Knockoff, which is why I'm running Knockoff. I need to run a move that hits Air Balloon Excadrill, which is why I'm running Knockoff. And it also hits Torn pretty nicely. And like I said earlier about Glimmora, I have to get up my spikes here in order to, like, really do some damage. Because, like, Annihilate is going to be a problem. We have Samurott that's going to be a problem. And we have, like, we just have a bunch of things. And, like, if in the event he brings webs, I don't think Galvantula is coming because I have Rotom, I have Gliscor. And as you can see, there's a Como on my screen. I don't think Galvantula is coming. I do think Galvantula will be a waste of a slot if he does decide to bring it. But yeah, we have Earthquake to hit things like the Excadrill and Fezandipity. We have Spikes because Spikes are cool. They're really cool entry hazards. I highly recommend. We have Knockoff to hit things like, again, Air Balloon Excadrill, like I alluded to earlier. And Protect is just to get some Poison Heal recovery in the process. Finally, we have our Terra Psychic Como. We're running Colbur Berry this week, so I can beat Samurott in a 1v1 and probably maybe even set up on it. But yeah, we're running Dragon Dance, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, and Terra Blast. We're running a physical Como for the first time this season. I feel like that I could set up on a good chunk of his team. Like, I'm actually set up on Samurott pretty nicely. I can set up on things like maybe Fezandipity. I can set up maybe on, like, Hydrapple if it's not a Terra type that I don't like. But yeah, no, I definitely set up on a good amount. Mainly Samurott. That's the main Pokemon I want to set up on is that Samurott. So if I get the Como in on Samurott, I Dragon Dance, and I kill stuff. That's really all there is to it. But yeah, we have Dragon Dance because we got, like I said, I want to set up on Samurott. We have the Drain Punch that hits, again, Samurott. Thunder Punch is for Torn, and Terra Blast is for things like Annihilate. Like I did say, I am Terra Psychic. So yeah, that's all there really is to it. But yeah, that is the team for this week. I'm going to go get connected with Godbear real quick. I will see you guys with the battle shortly. Alrighty, as you can see, Godbear brought Fezandipity, Annihilate, Hydrapple, Excadrill, Giraffe, and Torn. So, they just revealed to me they are Terra Water on Hydrapple, that's to the surprise of absolutely nobody, and they are Terra Poison on the Giraffe. So, that's going to be good for Como, for, the Terra shenanigans. But, who did he not bring that I was expecting? He didn't bring Samurott! That's crazy! No Samurott. I was really expecting Samurott. That is a crazy no-brain. But yeah, no Samurott means I don't have the Terra right away, I don't think. But I think my best lead here is honestly Rotom. I really do. I think Rotom is by far my best lead. But Gliscor also, sir, is a very good lead. So, like, Gliscor, I don't fucking care how to pronounce it. But yeah, it's a good lead either way. But I do think I'm going to lead with Rotom, try and get some Switch initiative. So, I don't want him leading Torn and potentially setting up nasty plots on me. So yeah, I do think, yep. I do think, this is my best lead, the Rotom. So, let's see what's up. Yeah, we're going to see the Shanks. Who's that? That's the Hydrapple. That's fine. You can't Terra Water on this. Yeah, you can't Terra Water on this. So, yeah, here we go. I'm actually going to Volt Switch, frame 1. I'm going to Volt Switch, and I'm going to, try and get something in early. I don't know what this Hydrapple could do to me. I don't even know what this Pokemon even gets. That's why I had a Showdown tab open. I actually opened it before the battle this time. So let's see. What? I know Hydrapple gets Earth Power, but that's irrelevant here because I have Levitate. So let's see. What are you all about, Hydrapple? We got Body Press it gets. I guess Draco, Earth Power, Earthquake, Fickle Beam is annoying. Nasty Plot's annoying. Just a bunch of annoying stuff. But yeah, they are going to switch Hydrapple out, probably into Excadrill if I had to guess. Bonk Punch. Who's that? That is the Pheasantipity. Okay, so now, yep, I Volt Switch. That did absolutely nothing. Alright, so, let's see. Pheasantipity. Who do I go into on a Pheasantipity? I'm gonna go Glamora here, actually, because I take this on pretty... I wall this pretty nicely. So, yeah, let's go into Glamora. Now, I have a few options. I could go for Mortal Spin, or I could go for Earth Power. I do think you might try to get Annihilate in here, and that... Actually, no, you know what? Annihilate is actually very possible here. I could go for Dazzling Gleam, or I could go for Earth Power. It's one of two moves that I gotta go for. Does Pheasantipity get U-Turn, or any kind of switch initiative at all? Let's see. Pheasantipity. You do get U-Turn. You're not going for it here because you don't want to get Toxic Spikes on the field. So I think what I do here is I'm going to click Earth Power. I don't want to play around. Yeah, then let's... Yep, perfect. All right, get us Pedef Drop, will ya? Nope. Yep, there's the U-Turn. That's kind of strange because now there's Toxic Spikes on the field. So not only did I get a big hit off with Glamora and like Pheasantipity's nearly down, but now something's getting poisoned. Which means you are absolutely going to Excadrill right now. Ben Beckman, that's probably Excadrill. Yep, that is Excadrill. So you are probably going to spin the... Are you Air Balloon? Yep, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, Air Balloon Excadrill was coming. That is why I brought Knockoff. That's the sole reason I brought Knockoff on Gliscor. So yeah, let's go Gliscor here, and I'm going to knock off that thing's Air Balloon. I knew it, an Air Balloon Excadrill was coming. That's good. It's good prep, but, like, I'm happy I saw that coming from a mile away. Alright, so now we got Gliscor in here. You're going to click Swords Dance, and this is where shit hits the fan. So, I had a feeling you'd be a setup drill. Now, you're probably going to Iron Head here. Now, what do I have Mimikyu for this, which is good. I have Rotom. I want to see this thing's move pool. So let's knock off that Air Balloon first. Yeah, I don't play around with threats. So I had a feeling you'd bring Swords Dance, but yeah, I was so afraid of Air Balloon, Excadrill, and Prep. And yeah, you're gonna Iron Head. Please do not flinch me. And knock off. Good. That did a lot of damage. Nice. So now the question is, do you Swords Dance again, or do you Iron Head here? If you Iron Head here, I think I just go into Rotom. I really do. I think I go Rotom here and just, like, stop the Iron Head. But I could Protect here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Rotom. You can't really do anything. I'm Ability Shield. You can't hit me. Let's go Rotom, predicting the Iron Head. And then I'll Overheat next turn. Yep, there's the Swords Dance. I knew that was coming. I should have stayed in an Earthquake. But this is fine. I am Ability Shield. And I'm gonna Overheat and hopefully hit and kill this Excadrill. So, yep, let's see what you do here. I really hope this Ability Shield works as advertised. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I hope this Ability Shield works as advertised. They probably know I'm Ability Shield too, honestly. So, we'll see here. Yeah, no, they set up Excadrill preemptively, which is fine because I have stuff for it. But yep, you're gonna Earthquake and boom! I'm Ability Shield. Let's fucking go. And you're dead. Goodbye. Yep, that's the way it's done. Okay, that's a dead Excadrill. That is amazing. And Toxic Spikes are still on the field. So that means they didn't get the spin off, and yeah, not a bad start. And that's probably gonna be, nope, that's Hydrapple again. So yeah, I'm going to Volt Switch again. I'm gonna Volt Switch, and I don't know who I'm gonna get in here, but we'll find out. Righty. So Gliscor's not an option. Who is an option, though? I could go into Araquanid. I could go into Glamora again. Let's go into Glamora again. Yeah, let's go Glamora again, and we'll see what he does. Earth Power, maybe? Yeah, Nasty Plot. Okay, so there's a lot of setup on this team. That's actually insane. So now, do I predict the Earth Power? I'm faster than this Hydrapple without a shred of a doubt. I could just go... You're going to Terra Water here, if anything, which means I get Rotom in for free. I should have went into Araquanid, I think. So let me Dazzling Gleam, and we're gonna try and get some big damage on this thing. So yeah, the God Bear came in guns a-blazing with prep here. Yep, that's fine. I get in Rotom here now. I assume you're Assault Vest, though. I assume you are Assault Vest. So, yeah, there's the Terra Water Hydrapple. I'm assuming that Glamora is dead here. Also, I just realized this thing is heavy-duty boots, so that's good to know. That did a decent amount of damage, so it's not Assault Vest. I'm Assault Vest on Glamora, so I could live this. And I don't. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Glamora did its job, in my opinion. So now let's go Araquanid. Yeah, let's go Araquanid now, and I'm going to click Mirror. I'm the meanest of Mirror Coats. And you're probably going to see it coming. So yeah, let's click Mirror Coat here. I really just want this Hydrapple out of here. I don't care what it takes. Yeah, I don't care what it takes. I want this Hydrapple gone. Fickle Beam, yep, that's awesome. You're dead. Alright, cool. Yep, goodbye. I love Mirror Coat Araquanid, dude. Mirror Coat Araquanid is the jam. Alright, so yeah, that's cool. But now you're probably going to get in Torn, which sucks. But, I have stuff for Torn. I have Rotom. I have this Araquanid. But, like, I would assume that you're going to be Nasty Plot Torn, too. Bomb Punch, that is the Pheasantipity. Yep, no more Toxic Spikes. That's annoying. Let me go into Gliscor again. I don't particularly care what this Pheasantipity has to do to me. Yep, let's go Fatty Batty. And you are going to U-turn. Okay, that's fine. I get Poison Heal Recovery off, and you're going to probably go Torn here if I had to guess. So if you go Torn or Annihilate, if you go Torn here, I go Rotom. If you go Annihilate here, yeah, Line Juice, I don't know, that's probably Torn, yep. Alright, so I do get the Poison Heal health off, that's fine. Let me go back into Rotom, and then I'm just gonna Discharge all over this Torn, yep. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not afraid of anything this Torn can do because I have Rotom in the back, so, yeah, this will be fine. Yep, let's go Red Baron Pizza. Nasty Plot, yep, I knew it, alright. Again, not afraid of this thing at all. I don't know what it gets to hit Rotom, though. That's the problem. So you are a special Tornadus. You are special. You do get Chilling Water. That's the only move I'm afraid of here. But I'm going to Discharge here. Hope for a Para. Dark Pulse. Okay, that's fine. And that did a lot of damage. Can I not flinch? Thank you. Now, I would get Parrot here. And no, I didn't get the Parrot. That sucks. So now what I do, I want to keep Rotom around. You're going to Dark Pulse again here. But I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to Volt Switch. Yeah, I can't afford to keep Rotom around. But Rotom absolutely did his job, so that is okay. Now I get the free swap into Mimikyu, and I click Play Rough. Or do I click Shadow Claw? I could also click Shadow Claw here. Who do you have left? You have the Giraffe. The Giraffe is not fun. You know what? I'm just going to click Play Rough. Just in case you go Giraffe. Yeah, and I should be able to kill Giraffe with 2 Play Roughs because I'm banded. So, and I have my Disguise up, so you have a choice here. Do you want to sack your Torn? maybe go for a Dark Pulse flinch. If you go for a Dark Pulse flinch, I'm actually gonna cry. But then I can just, after if you get the Dark Pulse flinch, I can just Shadow Sneak. That's fine, actually. But yeah, nope, you're gonna switch. Knew that was coming. Now who are you gonna go into? You are going to go into Hongo. I'm assuming that's the Giraffe. Yep. Yep, and I'm gonna play her off. And that did absolutely fucking nothing. Holy shit, that's a one bulky-ass Giraffe. Alright, so now I go into... Who do I go into here? I think I go Gliscor here. What does Frigiraffe get to hit Gliscor? Frigiraffe. You don't get... okay, yeah, you don't get anything to hit Gliscor. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going Gliscor here. I gotta keep that disguise up. Just in case. Yep. Yep, Nightshade. That's fine. I get the Poison Heal recovery off. And now, do I protect or do I go for knockoff here? I'm tempted to go for knockoff here, but part of me really wants to protect. Let's see. Or do I go for Earthquake, predicting the Fezandipity to come in? You know what? I'm gonna Earthquake here, actually, I think. I'm gonna Earthquake, just in case. Because I don't know, what move could you possibly get to hit me? Yeah, I knew it. Now, you're gonna go Torn here, I feel. Maybe I should have went for Protect. Yeah, you're going Torn. Okay. Okay, so now you get another Poison Heal off, which sucks. That's fine, I guess. Let me go into... What are you gonna do here, actually? I could knock off your item. But then what? What item even are you is the problem. You're gonna go up and get up a Nasty Plot here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock off, yeah. I'm gonna let him get up. He missed the Icy Wind. That is unfortunate. But yeah, I do get the knockoff off. And you are heavy duty boots. That is fine. I didn't even bring Stealth Rock anyway. So okay, so now I know you have Icy Wind, which is fine. But you didn't Nasty Plot there, which is actually pretty damn good for me. I think what I'm going to do here, you're going to go for Nasty Plot here, I think. So I go into, do I go Araquanid here? Or, no, I can't go into Mimikyu. I need Mimikyu's Disguise at all costs. So yeah, let's go Araquanid here and sack that off. Yeah, let's go Mimikyu, Araquanid, sack off Araquanid. Yeah, and you're gonna Bleak Wind and you're gonna miss. Oh no, that's. Ooh, that's big. That miss is huge. Cause now I Mirror Coat and that thing is dead. That's crazy. I cannot believe he just missed the Bleak Wind. That's crazy. But yeah, no, he missed back-to-back moves. But yeah, now you're gonna go for Bleak Wind. I need you to hit. No, that sucks. Okay, I needed that to hit. All right. So yeah, no. Now he knows I'm the item, which sucks. So now I think I'm gonna Liquidation here. Yep, I'm gonna Liquidation. I should have done that to begin with. Yep. I don't think this kills. Yep, I was right. Alright, nice. I really needed that to hit. But, yeah, now we're going to go for Liquidation, and this Torn should be dead. Yep, nice. Alright, I was just sacking Araquanid off, but I got super lucky there. So, yeah, now you are probably going to go, I don't know, to Annihilate. Lucky Roo, that's probably Annihilate. Yep. Now, you probably have Bulk Up. I don't want to hit this thing at all, frankly. So, you know what? I'm an Iron Defense here, just in case you go for Bulk Up. U-turn. Okay. And I do live. That's fine. Alright, so Araquanid is down. And Araquanid definitely did its job, though. So now we're down to a 3v3, I think. So you have the Giraffe, you have Fezandipity, and you have that Annihilate left. Meanwhile, I have Mimikyu, I have, that's the Giraffe, yup. Alright, so now's the part where I go Como, I think, and start, or do I go Gliscor here? No, I need to set up at some point. Let me see. I should have, do you have Shadow Ball? You do, but I'm kind of bulky. I have Cobra Berry, I'm fine. Torn is down. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Como here and try and set up. Yeah, I'm gonna Terra Psychic here. Yeah, I'm going to Terra Psychic, and I am going to Dragon Dance, I think. I hope this doesn't backfire. I really hope this doesn't backfire. Yep, Dragon Dance, let's do it. That means you're probably Mirror Herb. I would not be shocked if this thing was Mirror Herb. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, cool. Nightshade. That's the only thing you have to hit me. That means I'm Drain Punching. Alright, and I think that might be game. I'm not... No, I definitely don't think it's game. Maybe I should have gone for a second Dragon Dance there, because I definitely feel like you go into... Oh, no. If you go into Annihilate, I Terra Psychic you, you're dead. So, no, this might be game. It depends. Let's see. What are you going to do here? If you go Annihilate, I kill you with Terra Blast. That's fine. I don't think Drain Punch kills this thing. I banded Mimikyu, and that did 25% with Play Rough. So no, I don't think this is killing. So let's see. You are going... Oh, yep, you're going to stay in. And that did nothing, as I expected. Please do not have Shadow Ball. But Bulletproof is the thing. So, okay, you're Cudchu. Okay, that's cool. Good information. Let's see. Is Nightshade the only move you have to hit me? Wish. Okay, yeah, I set up all over this. Yeah, I set up all over this. Do you have anything that's low health? No, not really. You just have Fezandipity. I Dragon Dance again here. Yep. Okay, so you have Wish, Nightshade, Psychic Noise. Haha! I am indeed soundproof. Yeah, you can't hit me. I set up the +6 here, and I think I just win. Yeah, I am so glad I ran soundproof. But yeah, let's do it. Yep. Then I Drain Punch again. Please do not have Shadow Ball. I'm begging you. Nightshade. Yep, this is the only move you have to hit me. I set up the +6 here, and I just win. All right. Yep, we're gonna do it again. All right. Let's see. You're gonna Nightshade again. Yep. That's fine. Now I Drain Punch, get some health back. Yup. And that kills. Nice. That crit only just sped things up. That crit didn't really matter. It was +4. So, yeah. So now, you go Annihilate. I Terra Blast. And then, who else do you have in the back? Fezandipity, and I just Terra Blast twice and I win. So, yeah. I guess that's GG. Unless this thing is Psychic Fairy, in which case I'm gonna cry. But yeah, we do Terra Blast here. Let's go, Coma. Oh! Yes. Alright, so yeah, we are going to pick up the 3-0 win here. Fezandipity is going to go down. So, yup. Yep, let's Terra Blast here, and that is a dead Fezandipity. Yep, your Psychic Berry, that's not going to matter. And we're going to pick up a 3-0 win. And for the first time since our return to Draft League, we have a winning record. Let's go, chat. That's what's up. But, yeah. Yeah, we now have a winning record for the first time since coming back, and that's actually crazy. But, yeah, GG's to Godbear, of course. Go check them out. I'll leave their stuff down in the description below. This was actually a really good battle, aside from maybe, like, the Icy Wind Miss, the Bleak Wind, the first Bleak Wind Miss kind of mattered. The second one didn't, but yeah, I would have lived the hit anyway. But yeah, good game to Godbear nonetheless. I know Pokemon is the game of hacks, like it's the game we play. So yeah, unfortunate, but we do take those W's. I will see you guys next week with week number 4. Bye bye.